multiple relationships with people. This is not just sexually, but emotionally. Generally, if someone is purely sexual, then they are more of a playmate rather than a partner. It's when feelings get involved that it evolves to something deeper. A lot of people who practice monogamy sometimes confuse the fact that there are multiple people, with none of them being enough for you or just being sexually promiscuous, but this is a misconception. Just as you are able to have many valued relationships with multiple siblings, friends, and teammates, you are capable of loving multiple partners. You would never consider a friend or sibling not good enough just because you have more than one. Multiple partners just mean that each of these people contribute unique and compatible qualities to the relationship that help strengthen it and provide different skills and joy. Jealousy is unavoidable in any relationship, not just polyamorous ones. We have all suffered insecurity at some point or another over a person we care about, and it's a common challenge to overcome. Jealousy in a polyamorous relationship isn't any different. It may be unavoidable to experience at times, but the way you approach and deal with it is the key to any happy relationship. Whenever jealousy occurs, you can just follow an easy system that I tend to use to help deal with it in a responsible way. 1. Figure out in yourself first why you're experiencing this feeling. Don't focus on the action you noticed that sparked the feeling. Figure out why it had an effect on you in the first place. If we feel our partner is more attracted to another person or partner, we could feel insecure and jealous. This isn't because he is noticing a person who is attractive. It's more to do with the fact that we aren't feeling attractive in ourselves and we're afraid of addressing that issue, so we project it outward to what we see. Once you recognize the real reason for why you're feeling the way you're feeling, then you can decide to act. 2. Figure out what would make you feel better. A lot of the time we dive into a conversation with our partner about jealousy and think that just because we have communicated that that's all we need to do. But a conversation without direction can often go astray and can leave you feeling worse. Know what it is that your partners can do to make you feel included, happy and comfortable first. This way you don't just go into a conversation with high hopes and no solution. Only you can figure out what works for you, and your partners need to know as well because they want to help solve the problem. 3. Communicate. Not just with the partner you might be dating, but also with their partners if you can. All being part of the same relationship means that you have multiple support networks to turn to that can help you remove feelings of jealousy. We're all human, and a lot of the time the feelings of jealousy you've experienced may have been shared at one point or another by all of your partners. Communicating will help take away the power from jealousy and make you realize that all your partners are there for you and want to help you feel special and closer to them. 4. Allow for revisits. As much as we would like to think that a single conversation or realization is all it takes to remove jealousy, but unfortunately it doesn't. However, this doesn't mean that you are not allowed to discuss issues of jealousy again. It's not communication once that keeps a relationship strong, but constant communication that makes it work. So stay open to discussing whenever you have feelings of jealousy. No, you don't. There are many homosexual and straight poly relationships as well as bi poly relationships. You are not required to have sexual relationships with all of your partner's partners. Everything within a polyamorous relationship is consensual and negotiated between everyone involved. Simple answer, depends on the relationship. It can be mini relationships or all together. Some people prefer having all their partners date each other more exclusively. Some prefer primary relationships and secondary relationship structures, and some others like to keep things open and see where people will naturally slot into their lives. To some extent, you will always have mini relationships because your connection with each person within your relationship is going to be different and valued separately to how you might feel about another. But they are all important to you. In the end, it doesn't stop you from loving or caring about all of your partners to the maximum capacity. As a standard rule, honesty and communication are the foundation of any relationship. You will negotiate with your partners, and the time spent with each person will mainly be based on their needs and availability. As you get closer or as time goes on, needs and availability may change, so the structure can be adapted so everyone is comfortable. A lot of people who think that when they started dating someone that they saw them once or twice a week and that was fine, that when they want to have more quality time with that person or progress to wanting to live with that person, that this option's not available to them due to the prior arrangement. This isn't true. Just like in any monogamous relationship, as it evolves, your needs and wants will change, and together you work out where you're going and the relationship structure that will suit you. So that will change too. A difference can be that occasionally your needs may clash with another's needs in the relationship. In these moments, communication and kindness can go a long way and are usually the reason why a lot of polyamorous relationships can be so successful. They force you to open up more than you would generally be required to in a monogamous relationship, and therefore it's easier to apply kindness to your partners. Your partners would not want anyone in the relationship to be unhappy or unfulfilled, so they will generally be open to organising an arrangement that will make you feel heard and cared for. This can be a difficult obstacle to overcome, and not every person, unfortunately, will get a happy ending with the difficult situation that may or may not be resolved. The best way is to try and get a good solution, so it's a good idea to have some steps in mind, like the following. 1. Spend some one-on-one time with the disliked partner in a social way. Actually spending time with the person can help you create a unique bond to establish depth to this person. It doesn't have to be romantically, but actually spending time with them can help improve your opinion of them and understand their views and feelings better. 2. Recognize their importance to your partner. Whether or not you like them, your partner has developed feelings for them and sees value in them. Having trust in your partner's tastes and choices can help you re-establish your view of the person as well. 3. Spend time all together and have conversations to help address the jarring issues that is causing the dislike. Most of the time, a lot of our opinions are created from an action or commentary we saw or heard the person do that goes against our values or core views. Addressing this with the person may reveal either a misunderstanding or nervousness or a reason as to why they acted the way they did. Putting things into the correct context can help you realize that you may have overreacted or misunderstood behavior, which can help amend the situation and your opinion of the person. Now, not all situations can be resolved by this system, but they will give you the best chance of finding a solution. Majority of the time, your partner is someone you think is wonderful, and the likelihood that they're going to choose somebody on purpose who is naturally a crappy person is not common. So you need to remind yourself of the trust that you have in them and in who they choose. I hope that this information was helpful to inform you about polyamory, And if you have any other questions about polyamory, please leave them in the comments and I will happily make more videos to answer those questions. Please remember to subscribe and thank you for watching.